Okay, so I already went ahead and I did pre-shuffling and pulled the cards prior to recording. Um, so I am going to be doing the past, present, and future spread. Um, and I also went ahead and pulled a couple of homemade cards that I, made myself. Um, a couple love cards, and then a couple just regular everyday, maybe like life quotes, could be song lyric, whatever. Just kind of like little things that I wrote down um, that could pertain to any of this. So, anyways, we'll get right into it then. Um, I do just want to say before I completely start that anything in the past, present, or future is subjective. This entire thing is suggestive. It is only for fun. So if it resonates, great. If it's something that you can actually, relate to, if it's something that actually happens, wonderful. If not, that's totally okay. But please let me know at the end if you liked it or if it does resonate. I would love some honest feedback. Um, and with the past could be, um, it doesn't have to be, a year ago or 5 years ago. It could be at any point in your past. This could be 2 weeks ago. The same goes for the future and the present. The present is subjective to the time of now. So that could mean any time between, the next month. That is all considered your present. The same for the future. So present and future kind of intertwine. So, anyways, getting to the cards, we have for the past, we have the Devil, the Eight of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so what I'm getting here is the Devil is very secretive energy. It's not really positive or negative energy. It is the kind of energy um, that can be perceived as either. Um, It could be like deception, or it could just be something like someone's hiding a pregnancy. And that's just because they're keeping it secret to themselves until they want everyone to know. So it's however you make it, but it is basically there was some sort of secret, and with deception, if it was towards the negative side, it could mean like cheating, it could be lying, it could be holding something within, being in a relationship you don't want to be in, but too afraid to tell the other person. Um, so honestly, it could really mean anything. It, positive energy. It could be that, you got accepted into a school that you didn't want to tell your friends or family about until, closer to the time that it started. So you're keeping that secret. So, I mean, it just basically just whatever secret, it's just some sort of secret. Um, Something that someone either wasn't saying or that you weren't saying. Um, and then that brings us to the Eight of Cups. Now, the Eight of Cups is all about abandonment. And abandonment doesn't always have to be a bad thing. It can just be abandonment of, you know, a problem. So if you had a problem with something, you left that problem behind. You just completely abandoned it. And you said, you know what, after this problem, I'm done. Um, Now, but that could also mean abandonment of relationships, abandonment of a job, of, a friendship. If you were in a toxic friendship and you were like, I can't do this anymore. Um, it could be a relationship, maybe that secret was that someone cheated and you were like, no, I'm leaving the situation behind. Um, and you can tell because you have all of his cups are behind him, and then here he is, he's looking off to the side, he's looking toward the future with that moon in the background signifying like hope, prosperity, distance. um, so a lot of um, I'm sorry. A lot of just kind of moving forward, I guess, is better than abandonment. But it is more so because you're leaving something behind more so than the fact of actually moving forward. You're getting to that point, but you're looking forward. Um, okay, So then moving on to the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles is pretty much the treasure chest of the Pentacles. Um, it means wealth. Um, and it just kind of, but it's not like, oh, I'm a billionaire. It just kind of means that you are better. It means like wealth and stability, meaning that you're at a point in time, in the past that you just, I think after, you left whatever it was behind, you got to a point of stability in the past where you were, okay with, have left that behind, like you were okay with that moving forward, because it brought you to a point of, kind of like leisure in your life. But with that being said, we have the Seven of Pentacles here in the present. Um, and in the present, we also have Five of Cups and the Chariot. Um, Now, with the Seven of Pentacles, though, the Seven of Pentacles is a very hardworking card. And I feel that's your energy right there. Your energy is a very kind of hardworking, very determined, very kind of stubborn energy. Um, I do get that as you being a Taurus. Um, you're an earth sign, so you're very down to earth, but at the same time, that Taurus, that energy of Taurus is very bullheaded, very stubborn. So that's very determined, very hardworking, um, and that's pretty much what that Seven of Pentacles is saying. It's saying that just because that you got to that point of stability in your life doesn't mean that all of a sudden now you're just gonna be like, oh, I'm here, so I don't need to do anything. No, you kept working for it. You're still working hard. You're doing everything you can to keep that because you don't want to lose that part of your life. It's in you're working maybe too hard though. I see, because here we have the Five of Cups, and the Five of Cups is kind of like um, a disappointment energy. It's kind of like you're working so hard, but you're disappointed because the outcome isn't exactly what you want it to be right now. You you want everything to happen kind of right away. You got to that stability. You're still working hard. You're doing all of these things, all of these steps, and you're just like, well, why isn't it completely paying off? Why am I still kind of stuck in the same kind of life when I'm working this hard? I feel like I should be progressing more. And I just want to say that here with the Chariot, because with this disappointment here, and you got here with the Chariot is basically saying you made it, you did it. So if you haven't gotten to the Chariot already and you're still in that Five of Cups stage, you will be at the Chariot soon. Or if maybe you are at the Chariot stage. It's basically the Chariot is kind of like, I made it, I did it. You see, you have here, the woman on top of the chariot being, rolled around by two sphinxes. She's, this queen. She's a beauty. And that's kind of like, oh, I can relax. Everything's about me now. Well, I mean, that's that's not to say that that's what it is, but no, it's just basically stating that, like, after all this hard work and disappointment, you shouldn't be so disappointed, basically, because just like you're progressing slowly, but you are progressing, and it's getting to that point to where you're gonna have progressed. Like, you're gonna be to that point to where you want or need to be. You're gonna be at that fulfillment, I guess, is the best way to describe that. Um, you're gonna have that fulfillment, that internal fulfillment, that everything is working out how it's supposed to. Whether that be, a relationship, because this working hard doesn't have to necessarily mean a job. This stability doesn't necessarily have to be, oh, all of a sudden I have a house and a car and three kids and I'm married and I'm stable. No, um, it just means that, whatever situation it is that this is pertaining to, um, like, you could be stable, you could finally have reached a stable part of a relationship, and then you're still working hard to keep that relationship the way that it is, but you're disappointed because, maybe you were hoping to be engaged by now and it's not happening. Okay, so that's basically just the chariot saying, it's coming, it's gonna happen, you're gonna get to that point of life fulfillment. It's gonna take a little bit of time if you're not there already. And like I said, you know, take every of the examples with a grain of salt, because this could literally mean anything. It could be in a career. It could mean, school, getting a degree. It could be, you're stable in school, but, you had to stay back, um, and you're still working super hard in your schoolwork, but you're, taking on 6 classes, you're doing all of this work, and you're still not graduated. Okay, so that's what I mean. It's just like it's all coming together. Whatever it is that you've got stability in and are working hard at still, and whatever you're feeling disappointed about that it's not progressing as fast, it's going to. If you're gonna get there, you're gonna get that fulfillment, you're gonna get that happiness, and rejoice about it. Now coming down to the future. The future, we have the star. Now, the star signifies hope. So it's basically just that, once you get to that point of fulfillment, um, don't lose that hope. Don't think that, oh, all of a sudden now I'm here, I'm going to lose it all. Or, whatever. It basically means remain hopeful. Like, you're at that point of fulfillment, but you're not quite there yet. You're still kind of disappointed. Like, you're better than where you were before, and you're less disappointed, but you're not quite where you want to be. So just don't lose that hope, because it is coming. It is all going. It's all progressing to where it needs to be. And that gets reassured to me by this Queen of Pentacles here. The Queen of Pentacles here is the Queen of Wealth. And that does not mean that, like I said with the Ten of Pentacles, it's not so much as wealth as in money, which it very well could be, but it doesn't mean that it is. It could mean, wealth and family, you're just over surrounded by, love and support. It could be wealth and relationship. Your relationship is just at an all-time high. It's at the hiatus of a said relationship. Career, schooling, whatever it is, um, you're gonna be very wealthy in that. And then, after that, you're going to get to that Ten of Cups. That Ten of Cups energy is very happy, very, I made it, I did it, I'm done energy. Because here we have all these cups, they're surrounded by these cups. Water energy. Water energy is very calming, it's very collected. It's, water is controlled by the moon. So when you think of the moon, you're thinking, again, hope, grace, just tranquility, just all this kind of just happiness surrounding you. And here you have all this green, and then the little house and all these pretty bees and bright blue skies and a little rainbow. So it's just basically saying that, like, happiness is at the end of the rainbow, even if it seems to be not going as fast as you want it to right now. It is getting there, and it's going to end up, where you want it to be. You're going to get to that complete hiatus of your life. You're not going to want or need anything else in life, because you're going to have everything. And that's not necessarily saying everything that you want, but you're going to have everything that you need. And so when you have everything that you need, you're not really going to want anything else. And, unless there's something that you are completely 100% missing. But yeah, I don't see you, here. I don't see you wanting anything else. It's kind of like, I have everything. I'm happy. I'm content in life. Whatever gets thrown at my way, if anything else, that just goes to show, you don't need to have, like, completely everything here. Like, you don't need to be a millionaire, have 2 kids, a dog, and a husband to say that you have everything you need. You could just be in a place of life to where you are 100% where you need to be. You are happy with who you are, with what you're doing, with who you're with, whatever it is, and anything else that comes into your life is pretty much just an added bonus, because you don't need anything else, you don't want anything else. You're happy. You're good. There's no more disappointing energy. There's, none of that negativity going on. Okay, so that's that for the cards. I do have a couple other little things here. These little love cards that I made. And so we have trust. And that just kind of reiterates that, just saying trust in yourself, trust that everything is going to be okay. Keep that hope alive, don't be so hard on yourself. Things are coming as they are naturally. And then free yourself. Again, that goes along with the trust kind of, free yourself from that disappointment. Don't let, minuscule things hold you back because, you're being too hard on yourself with that bullheaded energy there. And then we have, you can't start the next chapter of your life if you keep rereading the last one. And I feel like that one's really important because, I feel that with that disappointment, you keep looking back on the past, like things that, didn't go right, or, that whatever you had abandoned, you're just like, well, I thought if I would have done that, then everything would be where it was right now. I progressed so fast in the beginning, why am I not still at that pace? And that's just because things need to slow down. There needs to be, a balance. But you can't keep looking back and being like, well, it was like this then, why isn't it now? Because then you're not going to be able to keep moving forward. And then we have expression. And that's pretty much just, make sure that you're expressing yourself in everything that you do. Just keep whatever it is, just keep moving forward, and make sure that you're taking time for yourself. If you enjoy like painting or, or like anything artsy, or if you have a hobby of some sort, make sure that you're still doing that. Just kind of keep doing what makes you happy so you can get to that ultimate point. Okay? And then we also have I have a few little dates that I can pull out here for you. See any important dates. Okay. And then we also have a couple other little things that I can pull. Let's see what we got here. Alrighty. So we have winter. So I don't know if you can see that because it's black, but there we go. Winter. So basically that just means that, good things, progression, maybe maybe this chariot energy that you're kind of looking for, that, okay, I got to a point where I'm okay with them, the less of the disappointment has come. That could happen, maybe in the winter. Okay, so the dates that we have, or numbers, are 31, 23, and 5. So, that could mean that, it's the 5th date, or the 23rd, or the 31st, that, you'll get that epiphany, or, that hiatus will reach at. Something could really happen, something really good could happen in, May, the 5th month. Yeah, I would say just keep an eye out for, those dates if anything good happens. Maybe you'll hear some good news, or you'll meet somebody. You never know, but yeah. All right. So I hope you enjoyed that, and let me know what you think. All right, bye.